Hello, for today's workout I'm going to be using some weights. So I've got here ½ kilo weights, very light hand weights I bought, which are lovely, and some 1 kilo weights. If you're old school and you've got pound weights, £1 and £2 weights are going to approximate to that. If you are a little bit fitter and you maybe want to stand, or you're seated with leg problems and you want to do the exercises with heavier weights, that's absolutely fine. You're going to need them slightly different weights. We're going to use slightly lighter weights for certain exercises. We'll also do some work for the legs, getting us up and down from the chairs, getting some leg strength for those who need it. Let's get started. So sitting forward on your chair, legs nicely relaxed, pulling your tummy. Start by bending at the elbows and down, lift and down. So we're just mimicking the movements we're going to do with the weight shortly. Let's make that a little bit faster. Just getting some blood even pumping to the muscles, getting them ready for the work we're going to do shortly. To each side. Threw that one on you quickly, didn't I? Do single arm lifts in front, raise it up to the shoulder and down, lift and down. Try and keep the shoulders dropped and relaxed. Next time I'm going to ask you to bring the second arm up together. I'm going to pull back, shoulder height and forward. Lean back, reach forward. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Take the arms on by the side. Lift up. Again, keep those shoulders dropped. Try not to hunch them up around the ears. Feel like I'm flying like a butterfly. Just relax the arms, just swinging by the sides. Push in front, push, 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 push. So pulling those elbows back again, pushing the hands forward, take the hands up and down. And circle the wrists. I'm doing a figure of 8, but do whatever feels comfortable for you. Again, we're just trying to get the blood flowing through those muscles in readiness for our workout. Feet out in front, heel in front. March it through. Arms swinging nice and gentle. Watch you don't bang your elbows on the back of the chair. Slowly. Heels in front again. Pushing forward with the hand if you can. Try and flex at the wrist, get some movement in the wrist. And circle the wrist, lift the heels. Just concentrate on the heels. Lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. So feeling those calves work. Feeling your calves work even. Well done. We're going to grab the weights and start with the real work. So we're going to start with bicep curls. So you want the slightly heavier of your weights. And again, if you only got one set of weights, just go with it. You might do slightly few of each exercise. So I want you to bring your elbow in tight to your waist. And you're going to hold it there, tight against your waist. Hands gripping the weights with the palms upwards. And all we're going to do is bring that weight up towards the shoulder and take it back down. Try and keep the wrist straight and strong. Taking it up, releasing it down. Up, releasing it down. So again, it's here and down. I'm going to change that movement in a moment. So for now, you've been alternating. Now what I want you to do is rest the left hand on your thigh. And we're just going to concentrate on the right arm. Now, if you've already reached what I call overload, If you found you've done enough, then please rest and wait for the next exercise, but most of you should be able to continue. Once it starts to get a little bit too much, then you know you've done enough for today. The aim is to come back another day and work it until you can feel that muscle working. Now, if you're still going, which I am, you probably find the weight is a little bit light and you need to go up to the next weight. Obviously, if you're not there, it's time to stay with this weight for a little bit longer. I've changed over, I hope you noticed, to the left arm, and we're going to do a handful with the left arm. So again, you know when you've had enough. If you find that you're dropping your shoulder, your elbows coming forward, that you're not keeping that movement smooth, it's time to stop and rest. Okay, from there, you should now know whether or not you've got the right weights for you. If it was too hard, you can either do less of each movement, or you can move on and use your lighter weights next time and do a few that way. Again, if it was too easy, you can go to heavier weights. We're going to move now to the lighter weights. So for the next exercise, we're going to hold the hands over the top of the weight and turn the palms down. And I want you to straighten your arms out, elbows slightly soft, and place your hands on your knees. Your feet and hips are hip width apart. And we're going to ensure that your head is up, chin's retracted, pull the tummy in, keep breathing. And as you breathe out, you're going to lift the arm up and take it back down. Let's alternate to start, just to get used to the exercise. So you're going to pull your shoulder blades back so they're retracted together at the back, so they're pulled back, and keep those shoulders down. So really be sure you're not shrugging your shoulders here, just lifting up and coming down. So we want to work until we know that we've just about done enough. You can really feel you've worked. I'm going to take it to all on the right side. I'm going to get you to do about 8. The slower you do it, the harder it is. Keep breathing, breathing out as you lift. In as you come back down, only as high as the shoulder. And ideally try not to drop it back down onto your knee. Now I've lost count. I think that was 4. I apologise if I'm wrong. 6. And we're going to change to the other side. Now, if you find that really easy, next time you use a slightly heavier weight, you might find, so we've changed arms here, just in case you hadn't noticed. If you do change to a heavier weight, you might find you can't do the full 8. Just do as many as you can and rest. Breathing out as you lift, keep your tummy in, sitting tall, shoulders retracted. I think that's 4. Well done. 2 more if you can. Again, don't worry if you can't this time. Come back and do it again. And rest. Put your weights safely. Let's just give the arms a bit of a shake. Circle them back. Just swing them. Watch you're not going to bang your hands or your elbows on your chair or the wall behind. Guess who banged their elbows on the wall earlier? That was me. I don't want you to do it. It's not nice. We're going to go back to the same weights. So again, your lighter weights, which for me are my pink ½ kilo. This time we're going to take the arms out to the side. So here in particular, I want to watch that you only come to here. We're not shrugging the shoulders up. And if you can only come to there, that's fine too. So hands are over the top of the weights, palms facing inwards. And you're going to retract those shoulder blades first, pull your tummy in, keep breathing, breathe out as you lift, in as you come down. Now ideally you want both arms to come up to the same height. I can almost guarantee that I haven't, I've got a weakness on one side, but you are trying. Have a look either way, just check, come back down. Try and keep those shoulders relaxed. And if it is too much, take it to here. Now with a weakness in my shoulder after an injury, I actually find this one really quite hard, even with the light weights. So don't be surprised if you can't do very many. That's absolutely fine. We're looking to get stronger. We don't expect to start strong. This is a beginner's workout after all. I'm going to do one more. Don't worry if you feel you need to stop by now. I've really found that's worked me quite hard. I'm going to put those weights down because we're going to come back to the other weights. Again, just give it a bit of a shake. Circle the shoulders back. Give them a bit of a movement. Whatever feels good, wiggle them round a bit. And we're going to grab your heavier weight. You're going to hold it on the end. You can hold it on the ball end if you've got that right sort of grip. Depends on what sort of weight you've got. Or in the centre. And I want you to take the weight down between your legs. So if you can sit with your legs wide or stand, and all we're going to do, elbows stay slightly soft at the bottom, and you're going to retract the shoulders and you're going to pull up to about chest height, no higher than the shoulders, and back down again. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Try and keep that rib cage still. Now, if you're seated and you're uncomfortable with your legs wide, just take it down to almost on your legs. But ideally, I'd like you to take it all the way down to the ground, controlling it down. Now this is an exercise where you might find you could actually use a heavier weight. I've registered already that I'd be happier with a 2 kilo weight at least. What we want to do is get to a point where you can do all the repetitions, so that's the repeats that I've asked you to do comfortably with the weight. If you find that that's easy, rather than increasing the number, increase the weight to your next weight up if you've got one, and do less until you get that to the same number. And begin to feel that on the back of my arms now. And release. Put that to one side. Again, I want you to watch, you're not going to bash yourself. Let's take the arms, back of the hands together, open out, pull back. And again here, we're trying to only move the arms. We're just getting some movement through the shoulders, loosening them up. Then we're going to swing them. Let those arms hang heavily. You could actually do this with the light weights in your hand, but I want those shoulders to relax, hang down. Beautiful. Right, let's do a couple of stretches to finish off. Hands one on top of the other. You can clasp your fingers if you like. I find anyone with arthritis finds that uncomfortable, so I tend to link my thumb over the top for whatever's comfortable for you. I want you to take your arms out at shoulder height, so start with your hands, thumbs by your neck, and push straight forward. I'm going to move my position so you can see. You're going to pull away, take the elbows out. I'm going to now come up to straight position. Now, taking your head forward, if you're taking your chin out over a grapefruit. So you're going out, over, and stretch down. And you're going to feel a lovely stretch across the middle of the back, through the shoulders, through the arms. Well done. And release. Right hand onto the left shoulder, just let it slide as you push it backwards. So that hand has come over the top. Feel a stretch through your shoulder. Now if you want to, you can turn as well and get a bit of a stretch through the side of the waist. Lovely. And release. Let's take it to the other side. Hand onto the other shoulder. Let it slide as you push and slide. And you can overturn if you wish. This hand is nice and loose on the top. Stay facing me. I'm going to turn my chair around now so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. Make sure you're secure on your chair. Sit forward as far as you comfortably can. You might need to lean forward slightly. Now, taking the arms back behind you, if you can, grab hold of the back of the chair. Now, Some of you are going to find that's already stretching your chest, and if it is, stay there. If it isn't, you can lean forward slightly and squeeze those shoulder blades together until you feel that stretch across the front of the chest. So just do what feels good for you. Lean forward if you need to. Sit upright. That might be a sufficient stretch for you. Well done. Really shake it out. I turn my chair back round. I want to finish off with one last workout for your thighs. Sit to stand exercise. What I want you to do is make sure you're forward on your chair. You're going to come up to standing, walk through the legs, step back so you can feel the chair, and sit back down, holding the side of the chair if you need to. Walk forward, stand, walk back until you feel the chair, sit down. We're going to do as many of those as you comfortably can. Anyone who's a little more agile might want to just do sit and stand, but make sure your chair isn't going to fall. I'm just using my arms as a counterbalance. Try if you can to use your legs. Now when we're doing this, the heels are directly underneath the knees. You're taking the pressure off your knees, putting the weight into your heels. Make sure as you sit back down, feet are hip width apart. Try and keep those knees pointing forward. Well done. If you've only done one of those, that's absolutely fine. Work on it, build it up. And the easier version is the slow version where you hip walk forward, come up, slowly walk back, sit yourself down. Well done. For those of you that have been doing my workouts for a while, that is new to be using weights. So I hope you're happy with what we did there. Please, if you struggled with that, come back and try it again. Use slightly lighter weights, stick with the lighter weights. If you find it too easy, but you want to work those muscles, just up your weight. I look forward to seeing you in the next workout. I'll be back with another weight workout next Thursday. Bye for now.